Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for April 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in April and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for a Gemini sun, Gemini rising, and Gemini moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. And if you would like to get a continuation or an expansion of this reading, where I look into my crystal and give you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for the month of April, covering a wide range of topics. Every topic I can think of to look into, I look into in those crystal readings. You can get those videos by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and there you will see all the different video series I've recorded, the April 2023 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac will probably be number 1 or 2. At the top of that page, you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, moon, or rising sign, or somebody else you care about sign, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So I hope if you haven't checked out the psychic crystal readings, you will check them out. They're going to give you a lot more insight and information into all the different areas of your life in a condensed video. So I hope you'll check them out. Now on to your psychic tarot reading for April 2023. So the first card you have, Gemini, for April is the why is it eluding me? The Chariot. It'd be nice if I could spit that out, the Chariot. So the Chariot is a card that symbolizes being pulled in two different directions, having to make a choice between two different things. It could also indicate success. Sometimes the Chariot can mean long distance travel. It can also mean change. I forgot to mention that. And of course, that's the thing that comes up for you first is you going through some kind of changes. You may be thinking in your mind, like trying to picture an idyllic situation or an ideal place to live, an ideal job, an ideal relationship. For many of you, I feel like it's more directed of an idyllic situation, maybe work or career, or where you want to live, or both. It's almost like you have to understand your position in a hierarchy, or what kind of position of power do you have. This could be at your current job. This could be in life in some other way, even in relationships. Some of you may be watching people get disgusted and quitting a place where you work, or getting disgusted and leaving some kind of community, neighborhood, or living situation. Like you're seeing other people do this. And part of you feels the same, like you want to be right there with them. You may really be able to relate to these people. It's like you're watching them take risks and chances. And maybe you've been hesitant to take risks and chances. Maybe you did it in the past, but you've gone through a lull where you've like, oh, I got to stick with what's safe, what's secure, what's known to me. You may have been hesitant to take risks and chances, but seeing other people do it, could be really inspiring you to do it. You may also feel like, I need to strut my stuff more. I need to demonstrate my talents, my skills, or, you know, your hotness, your physique, or your beauty, or your handsomeness, or whatever. Whatever, you know, you could be strutting your talents, your skills, your abilities, your knowledge. You may feel like, this is what I got to do now. I got to, you know, because you may also feel like you want to get selected for something. You want to get hired, or you want a promotion, or you want somebody you're interested in to see you as a viable partner, or maybe you want to attract a partner. But, you know, strutting your stuff, having pride, showing what you got is going to be likely for many of you Geminis in April. And, you know, timing is different for all of you. Maybe some of you are going to say, I was like that last year, or that was me like 3 months ago, or maybe in a few months you're going to feel this way. But for some of you, it could be impacting you right now. That is the nature of psychic readings, whether you like it or not. People maybe don't like it. That timing is going to be different for all of you, but that is the nature of psychic readings. It's the way it goes. So the next card you have in your reading is 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is feeling trapped and bound in a situation. You may feel stuck. You may feel imprisoned by something. This could also be you could feel imprisoned in your own emotions, or inside of yourself. You could even be having those kind of imprisoned feelings. You may feel like you have to conform, but you don't want to. Who's making you feel like you have to conform? Your boss? Society? Man, is that ever rampant, right? Have you ever seen more people so focused on making people conform to their ideologies? I mean, I'm sure it's happened in history before, because history is cyclical and repeats itself. It's happening like crazy now. So maybe you feel like you have to conform to societal pressures from this ideology, that ideology, or maybe you are feeling like you're having to conform in a relationship, a love relationship, or at your job. But the feeling of having to conform and maybe not wanting to is the theme for you in this reading, in this card. You may even be trying to figure out, how can I worm out of this? How can I get out of this? Did somebody invite you to an event you don't want to go to? Are you entrenched in a job, or in a relationship, or a friendship, or a club, group, or organization you belong to, or some ideology that used to serve you that doesn't serve you anymore? It could be like anything where you feel like you have to conform, you don't really want to, you want to rebel, but you may be trying to calculate, how do I worm out of this? How do I get out of it? And like I said, it could even be a specific event. You may really feel in April, and maybe even you may have even felt this way recently, Gemini, that maybe you're a little perplexed how to respond to people. Like, where do you feel that way? Is it a club, group, organization, relationship, friendship? I don't know. You have to figure that out. And you may feel like it's a hard road to hoe, because some people could be so dogmatic about their, what they believe and what needs to happen and how this should go. And if you ruffle any feathers, kick up any dust, you don't want that negative glare on you. You don't want a bad spotlight on you. So, like I said, in your Chariot card, you may see other people jumping ship and saying, I'm out of here. In whatever it is. Maybe it's a political party. Maybe it's some kind of religious belief. or something else, and you're seeing people leave something big. And you may feel like, yeah, I think I should leave too, or I want to leave too. But again, you may be afraid. You may not want that negative glare on you. You may feel like, do I want to be the rabble rouser? Do I want to be the rebel here? You may be struggling with that internally, because this card can mean an internal struggle going on in you. And for you, it's a couple of things. So that's one of the things that's happening for you in this card. So the next card you have in your reading is the Two of Rods. This card has come up quite a bit for these readings in April with the other signs. This means partnership in business, partnership in romance. It could also be something you've created or something you're doing and you're putting it out there into the world for people to buy or like or look at. You may start to seek advice from someone, and it could be about a partnership you're in, or you could be seeking advice from a partner. You may feel like you need to steady yourself. Something about you could feel off kilter. You could have a lot of nervous energy. You could feel like you're a nervous wreck, or you could just feel nervous, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, a lot of, you could feel quite wobbly, shaky, uncertain. You may feel like this is where I've got to make big decisions and I hope I make the right one. That could be why, Gemini, you're asking somebody for advice. You may even, some of you Geminis may even get into conversations with somebody to partner up in some way to go into business together, or to partner up in some way with somebody on some like short-term venture, like short-term endeavor. It could also be you wanting to partner up with somebody, could be in a love relationship for some of you. Some of you may be getting ready to throw caution to the wind, and you may be preparing yourself to buy something. And it could be something big, like a house, a yacht, a boat, a jet ski, a vacation home, a property to flip, a property you want to rent out to other people, a bigger house for yourself. You may also be spending a lot of time looking at where is the best investment opportunities now. That's come up a lot in April with the other signs as well, and you're getting it here too. So you may start to look at, where do I want to put my money? Do I want to take it out of banks and put it into property? Do I want to take it out of this system and put it into something else? Could be stocks. Maybe you want to move it out of the stock market, or move one stock to another, or, bonds, or get rid of bonds. I don't know what you want to do here, but I do see you looking at what you want to invest in and where to put your money. I feel like you're going to engage in a lot of important conversations this month, circling around that and all the other things I said. What I said in the Chariot, what I said in the Eight of Swords, and now with what I've said here in the Two of Rods. So I just want to say here, take a moment to pause and say, if you would like to get the most recently recorded video series I've done for my Vimeo on-demand videos, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings are now available on Vimeo. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. There you can see the heading, you can see what tarot cards I used, what Oracle card I used, and how long the predictions go out for. It would be for the year of 2023. And don't you want to know what's going on? What's going to be lucky and new for you? That's usually a popular series. And this year I found it to be I want to say like almost more impactful to me in some way. Sometimes the lucky and new for yous have been kind of confusing to me because sometimes what comes up sounds more sketchy. Like, is this good? But sometimes new things are not always good. And sometimes what's lucky doesn't seem lucky at the time it occurs, and later it seems lucky. I didn't feel that way as much in these. These really truly seemed more lucky than some of the other years. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. So now on to card number 4 in your Psychic Tarot reading for April of 2023. You have the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is financial bankruptcy, emotional bankruptcy. You could be feeling depressed. You could be worried about money. You may have a solution about money, but you're not recognizing it. Sometimes that comes up with the 5 of Pentacles. You may be extra cautious and worried about your financial picture or about the finances you already have in this month of April. There could be some kind of financial problem or stress that you're facing, and you could be going, oh my God, how do I solve this problem? You may be really spending a lot of energy looking into solutions. Some of you may want to get a loan or borrow money this month. And be very focused on getting money in order. Getting your money in order is going to be a strong theme for some of you. You may be having to tighten your belt, focus on a budget. You may be struggling with making ends meet for some of you. If you have debt, you could be struggling to figure out how can you get out of this debt. Maybe you want to do a debt relief program or be talking to people. Remember, I said in this card, you could be asking someone for advice. It could be about that if you're struggling with debt or anything to do with your money or finances. And if anything disrupted your finances and got them all wonky and discombobulated, you could be spending a lot of time focusing on getting those finances back in order. And you may have gone through some circumstances where you're like, okay, you may feel like you need protection of your money. Like, how can I protect my money? How can I protect my investments? How can I protect my finances? You may also be feeling like, I have to look out for myself for the future. So you may be focusing a lot on protecting yourself, protecting your finances. If you're in a relationship and you did anything weird with money, like bought things in secret or gambled or frittered money away in some way or gave it to your friends or something or did something else, you may have to come clean about it this month. You may have to tell your partner, if you're married or seriously coupled, or if, maybe there's a business partner you need to tell this to, you may have to own up to some mistakes or things that you did in the past or recently with money that would affect your partner. So you may have to come clean about it. The last card you have in your reading for April of 2023 is the Queen of Swords. This is an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So for some of you Geminis, this is you, but it could be some other air sign person you're dealing with. You may come to some kind of conclusion that whatever you've been fretting about or, tossing around in your mind, you may come to the decision you need to be in charge of something or the authority on a situation that's happening. You may also feel like, I got to put my foot down and stop all this nonsense. So if you didn't fritter away money, or if there's been somebody else or something else affecting your finances or causing discombobulated energy or jumbled up in your life, like I talked about in the Chariot and in the Eight of Swords card, that maybe you want to leave a situation or a relationship or a town, a neighborhood, a job, a career, a group, club group, or organization, you may feel like, that's it. I got to take charge. I got to put my foot down. I got to stop all this like dithering in my mind, or dealing with wishy-washiness in your thinking, wishy-washiness in your feelings, or wishy-washiness with others that you may be dealing with that are this like roller coaster, bing, bang, boom, up and down, up and down. Like, you may be like, that's it, stop, that's enough. I'm putting my foot down. I'm getting a handle on this stuff, whether it's in your mind, in your own life, or with other people in some way. If you are feeling like, I get you speaking up about things that you feel are unjust. That could be to your boss, to the company you work for. That could be to your parents, if there's unfair things going on with your parents or your siblings, or to your kids, or to your spouse, or to some kind of club or group or organization or friendships that you have. You may have to, speak up and say, hey, this isn't just, this isn't fair. I don't agree with what you're doing. Things should change. This isn't the right way to go about doing it. So you may find that in April of 2023, although you may have already done it, or it could be coming up in the future, that you need to put your foot down, be outspoken, call out people and situations that seem unfair or unjust, and take control and leadership of the situation. All encompasses everything with this card. And for most of you, this is you. And if it's not you doing it, it's another air sign person doing it. So it would be another Gemini or an Aquarius or a Libra. That could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. And if there's any kind of meetings or important engagements of some sort that needs to happen, you are going to show up, you're going to be there, and you are going to be front and center. Especially like if there's any court cases, doesn't mean you're involved in it directly, but you're going to go to court to watch it, like if it's happening to somebody you love and care about, or if it does involve you, you're going to be there, you're going to show up. Any important business meetings, any important transactions of any kind going on, you will show up, you will be there, you will be present. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you for the month of April 2023, Gemini, I thought it was really surprising because I don't think I've seen this gemstone show up recently for quite a while, although I could be wrong. I do so many readings, I can't keep them all straight. You got Desert Sunset Jasper. So Desert Sunset Jasper brings good fortune and stabilizes personal energy. It's a very good grounding stone. It's also helpful bringing in gentleness, relaxation, and contentment. And Desert Sunset Jasper also instills compassion, nurturing energy, helps enhance tranquility, comfort, and healing. It's going to help you. My guides are saying diversity and separate things in your mind. So if things get all clumped up, it's going to help you separate things and categorize them and look at things separately instead of in a big clump when you have to analyze anything or make any decisions. If you are trying to heal from any kind of sickness, addiction, or illness, or trying to go on any kind of weight loss program or diet, this gemstone will be helpful for you in April. It's going to not only calm you, But it's also going to be very helpful in bringing you balance, especially in the situations and circumstances where you have to assert yourself. And if you have a lot of restless energy, which did come up in your reading in the Chariot and in the Eight of Swords, this will help calm your mind. So in April. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way, you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can access my most recently recorded series by clicking on the links down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and there you can see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you can just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you want to know about sign. You just click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So my most recently recorded video series is my psychic crystal readings for the month of April 2023. It's a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I'm doing here on YouTube, and I am looking at every single area of life that I can think of to look into in the crystal. So if you haven't checked them out yet, you may want to, because they are chock full of messages and predictions for whatever month we're in, and now we're in April. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings are now available on Vimeo. I thought these were very dynamic videos. I hope you'll decide to check them out. It's always good to hear what's going to be lucky and new in whatever year we're in, so I hope you'll check them out. Also, my Saturn in Pisces Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, those predictions start in March of 2023 and go all the way until the end of May 2025. So that's 2.5 years of messages and predictions. Saturn has finally left Aquarius and is going to go into, and has gone into Pisces. So you may want to watch your sun sign and your rising sign in that series. Also, if you're curious to see what's happening in the area of love and romance for you, you could get my big love readings for 2023 for singles and couples. You may want to watch the entire video. The first half of the video is for the single people of your sign. The second half of the video is for the coupled people of your sign, but there will be crossover in those messages, so I would watch the entire videos that you get over there on that. Also, I did 2 video series this year for the new year of 2023. First, I did the new year 2023 psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. There's 16 cards in total, and the videos are running over 40 minutes long in each video. Lots of information and messages there. Also, this year I decided to add a new video series for the new year because people had requested it off and on over the 8 years I'm almost 9 years here on YouTube. I've gotten requests for this, and this year I did psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2023 to cover the entire year. It's been an extremely popular series. Lots of positive feedback about the new year, the psychic crystal readings for this new year of 2023. You may want to look into those. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread, 7-card spread tarot readings are available on Vimeo. They're for 2022 and 2023. I don't know what it is about those Horseshoe Tarot Spreads, but it probably sells one of the highest of all the video series I do on Vimeo, so you may want to check them out. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and also on my Pamela Georgel community page on YouTube. I write about 5 paragraphs of messages and predictions using either a tarot card, an oracle card, or occasionally my crystal. And many people find these messages, some of them or all of them, resonate with them. You may also find they resonate with you. So I hope to see you over there on my social media pages. And please know the scamming accounts are back again in full force. And if you are getting contacted by somebody that is that's an imposter of me, they've used my images, they've, taken my name and either misspelled something or added a dot, especially on Instagram is really where they're doing it the most. Please know it's not me. I do not follow my followers on Instagram to avoid this. And I do not solicit anyone in social media for a private reading. The only way I will ever contact you if you want a private reading, you would have had to ask to be on my wait list, which is now closed as of 2018. I haven't added anybody to the wait list, but I still add people to the cancellations list. So you either are on my cancellations list or on my wait list and you have written me and asked to be on it. That's the only way you are ever going to get a contact from me to see if you want a private reading. I don't have WhatsApp and I'm not on Telegram either. So please know, don't fall for it, because they're trying to scam you for money, and they may be also trying to scam you for your personal information. So be very, very careful about any scammers about. It's very, it's outrageous. It's going on to proportions. I don't know why they don't get taken down. Even when people report these accounts, they still seem to be there. Can't explain it, don't know why. But also, if you want to help support the readings I do here and the work I do on YouTube, you can make a donation to my channel. There's a link down below. All the video series I have linked down below. It is connected to PayPal. Your donations do mean a lot to me, and they do help me a lot. So thank you so very much for that. So I hope you have an absolutely awesome April, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.